Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's 10 of 11 here, and it is probably close to already pushing 100 degrees as far as the index goes, the heat index, the humidity. I mean, it's pretty bad. I've been out in it since 6:30 this morning with my neighbor. We just got home, and I had to run home, get home in time to take my dog to the vet to get her stitches out of her ear and her shots. After saying that, I went to the mailbox. I had two packages waiting. This is the first of two. What you have in front of you here is the 77 pattern Yankee Barlow. And I have finally, after all these years, scored a 77 Barlow. Yep. The only thing that could have sweetened this pot up a little bit more is if this were a Wharncliffe blade. That is my ultimate grail. Right now, this is sitting pretty high up there. I am liking the spear point more and more that I see it, the more and more that I'm handling it. There's no way I could fault this, and I'm not faulting it. It's just that the 77 with the Wharncliffe just spoke to me a little bit more than the spear point. That's just where it's at. You know what I mean? But all in all, I can't express what I'm feeling right now inside of my body, because this is my first big GEC. Okay. It's the pattern that I love. It's the size, it's everything that you could think of to make this knife my grail knife. That's why it is what it is. You know what I mean? And it is not, now that I have one, this is the first time handling a 77. And I'll tell you, they're not that big. They are not that big. Man, it's just normal size to me. Every GEC collector out there, their sweet spot is the 15 pattern, which I get it. You know what I mean? The 15s are where it's at. Everybody and your mother wants the 15 pattern. That's the perfect size for a lot of people. Most people, the 15 pattern is the size everybody's chasing. And I will agree. I like the 15 pattern, although I might add it's just a tad small. My God, if that knife was just a little bit bigger, that would be it, right? To me. There are people out there to collect the 14 pattern. There's people out there that chase that 14. I mean, I really don't know. Once you get down to that size and the money's still there. You're still dropping pretty good money on the 14 pattern. Even though it's a small knife, you're still putting you're still putting a lot of money out. And for the life of me personally, I would never carry a 14. They're just too small. I can't figure out. You know, if you're going to every day carry that, you'd be a suit and tie guy, you know what I mean? Cutting a little string, a little thread, opening up a little piece of mail, perhaps. People like that, might just want to throw a 14 pattern in their suit pocket, But other than that, I couldn't imagine what you could do with a 14, really. This is just a fantastic piece. This is in the yellow antique saw cut bone. And you're going to find in most cases that the saw cut really isn't saw cut. It is, but it isn't. You get just that little shimmer of that saw cut. Let's see if I could get like that right there. You get just that little hint of that saw cut. It's never deep. You know what I mean? Them ridges are never cut deep. I've never seen them cut deep. You know what I mean? This is the way I've always seen saw cut bone to me. You know, they throw a little bit of yellow on the ends here. You know, you're going to get some yellowing on the end. The back side of it gives you a little yellowing. You know, you got to, that's what it is. This is yellow antique bone for the most part. Now, if you're really lucky, you might get more yellow throughout the bone. You know what I mean? You know, you might get more hints of that yellow popping through there. But, yeah, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You've got this nice long bolster, beautiful, just a gosh darn beautiful bolster there. Northfield symbol there. You've got this blade, long pull blade, spear point, cuts wedge up top here. Beautifully, beautifully done, man. And, you know, you couldn't ask for better etching on a blade than this. Sometimes people, most of us, frown upon etching on the blades, and we can live without it. We don't need all that billboarding, so forth and so on. But in this particular case here, it's done so well and so, not so much elegant, but it's just written, and the script is written beautifully. Let me see if I can get close. Everything about it, with the hat, the script, the way it's written out, everything, I'm going to gladly accept that script on that blade. I'll take it all day long. As a matter of fact, on this one, I'll prefer it. I'll prefer that on that blade. If you gave me the choice to keep it or do without it, I'd keep it. Because that is how well done that etch is on this blade. I love it. I love it. I couldn't ask for anything else. Brass pins, beautiful brass pins all the way around. I mean, there's nothing to really, you know, the back spine, the back spacer is just no gapping at all. There's nothing there. I mean, it's just absolutely as flawless. It's as flawless as a piece that you're going to get. There are very few things to fault with a piece like this. Action on it is just, man, I'll tell you what. The action is actually really, it's brand new, so it's got to break in a little bit. Now it's already breaking in. But I'll tell you what, there's nothing that I have felt action-wise, from a Jack Wolf knife. The action on a Jack Wolf knife is of nothing that I've ever felt before on a traditional knife. I'm telling you, you find the action, or you feel the action on a Jack Wolf knife with throwing it into the half and then sending it home. This does not, the action on this does not compare to how the action is on a Jack Wolf knife. I'm sorry. I'm just being, I'm being very honest. It's just second to none. I mean, it's so snappy, so loud. Oh my God. But anyway, that's for another video, which will be coming up, hopefully when I get around to doing it. I got to take care of these dogs, and I got stuff still to do. But I did want to get this one out there quickly. Just wanted to give you guys a quick peek at this. There will definitely be a full review of this you know, you got to. It's it's one of those pieces that are just, I'm just happy. I'm just happy that I'm in, or I'm a part of the traditional knife world. Really, I am. I can't put it no other way, you know. I'm just happy that I chose to go in this direction. Because I quite frankly, there's, in my opinion, there's no other knives out there on this planet in the cutlery game, itself, that measures up to these knives. You can't. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. But anyway, I'm just trying to keep on chipping away, guys. I'm chipping away. I want to have a great collection of GEC knives. That is ultimately my goal in this hobby. In a nutshell, my main objective in this hobby, is to collect as many GEC knives as I possibly can, as I possibly could afford. Let me know what you think about this one, guys. Yeah, let me know what you think. Do you guys have a 77 in your collection? This is my first 77, size-wise. So, this is a whole new ball game for me, guys. And, you know, like I said, it's really not that big. I mean, to me, this is my perfect size for me. But, hey, you know, to each their own. Everybody has their own thing in this hobby, what they like. Everybody has, you know, who likes Hinderer knives, who likes Benchmades, who likes GECs. That's what makes this hobby so unique. That's what makes this hobby so unique. Because everybody is so different what they're collecting. Anyway, once again, thanks guys for listening to me, checking this one out. If you can, I'd greatly appreciate a comment. If not, I appreciate that as well. And stay tuned for another video coming up when I get the first chance, because I have another video to do. I got another piece here that I want to review. And stay tuned for a full review on this one. All these knives. All right, guys. And also, I just quickly want to touch on this pin. Oopsie. I've seen somebody that put all the pins in a plaque, a glass plaque, and it looked beautiful. All the pins that he collected were in a glass plaque, like, you know, a plaque. And he hung it on the wall. And it looked beautiful, all the pins. So that's what I think I'm going to do with my pins. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go. I keep talking. Be good. Be well. Be safe. Stay cool out there today. This whole week, as a matter of fact. And let me know what's going on. I still haven't heard from Sure Sharp. Sure Sharp hasn't contacted me yet with his winnings. I hope he comes through within this week. I'm going to have to redraw. I'm going to have to reshoot it. Repick. All right, guys. Stay well. Bye-bye.